response was, maybe she's drinking somewhere. What does that say to our people?
They said Henny was just one of those crazy little girls that would take off. So what?
We would never accept this if, for example, these young girls were non-Indian. But yet here in southeastern Montana, we've accepted that negligence is okay. What is happening with all of these systems that are supposed to be in place to keep people safe?
Rodriguez Lone Bear knows this issue firsthand. Her own niece disappeared in August of 2019.
Sarah was last seen alive here in Hardin. She was at a house party with some friends, cousins. It was the summer she turned 18.
Somebody knows something!
They should have. Just kind of blew it off as she was of age, and she's just out there. She can do what she wants.
Frank Goings is one of the just 17 tribal police officers tasked with patrolling the 1.5 million acre reservation. Retrace Ashley's last known steps.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around. Said that they could have tied Ashley to a tree and let the animals get her. It's really hard to deal with.
If it wasn't for Kim, we wouldn't be where we're at now with her case. It's all her.
Just weeks after Ashley went missing, Kimberly and a family friend discovered potential evidence near the desolate town of Bab. A pair of red-stained boots and a tattered sweater.
It was the last thing she was wearing, I guess. We turned it over to the police. They would just put it in a room for months.
Kimberly found that sweater and boots not far from this remote lake house owned by Sam McDonald.
Sam McDonald is supposed to be the last person that Ashley was with that people know of. We heard a lot of bad things about Sam McDonald.
So how did a 20-year-old woman end up here at a lake house like this with an older man like Sam? Two devastating losses had changed Ashley. First, her beloved granddad, who had helped raise her, passed away. For a time, Ashley found happiness again. You can see it here in this video with her first love. But that love turned to heartbreak.
So she lost two of her support systems, and after that, she was just a whole different person.
In pain, Kimberly says Ashley began using drugs and started hanging out with an older crowd.
Yeah, his house is just right up there.
We went to talk to Sam about the 6 days he says he spent with Ashley around the time she disappeared.
This is what the cops did to my door. They searched my house and my property probably 6 times.
Law enforcement questioned Sam multiple times.
I feel a really dark energy. This Sam guy is guilty. The reason I'm working on this today is because I have these visions that I've been seeing, and I've been seeing this for a long time, and I know that I keep hearing that these Native women are going missing in Montana, and I really feel like I know what's going on. And I got so many visions that I was like, I had to come back to this video, because in these visions I saw this man, this Sam man. There's something going on here where what's going on is what they're doing is these indigenous women that, that are either like, maybe they're a teenager, maybe they're getting into a little trouble or getting, whatever, like maybe partying or something like that, whatever. But, what's going on is they are, basically what's happening is they're taking these women, and that's what I'm sensing, is that they feel like if these women get into any situation, like there was another one I looked at, said a woman was missing from a like rest stop or stuff like that. Like these people, it's a group of people. Yeah, it's a group of older men, but yeah, I see this Sam guy, and I see him talking to an Archon Reptilian, and I'm going to talk about what else I see. So first of all, I want to talk about where I can see that these women are being taken. So I don't know if you guys have heard, there's many reptilian nests that are on, Earth. There's many areas of Earth where there's reptilians that live. And Flathead County is one of the spots. I know the Cascade Mountains in California, there's certain spots. And I'm sensing that this Flathead County, this is where these women are being taken. They're being taken somewhere in Flathead County. It's somewhere in the wilderness. It's somewhere out in the wilderness, like green grass, some trees, but flat, like mountain, like just mountainy wilderness. They're being taken to Flathead. That's what I sent. There's a reptilian nest there. And there's also a underground military base. I sense a big underground military base. And I sense that it's like a pentagon shape. Like the when you go in, like inside, it's like, I sense it's somewhere, it's out somewhere in these woods, but it's somewhere and it's underground, and but the thing is, grass is covering everything. Like you just can't, nobody would be able to, like, it's really hard to find this base. It's somewhere in Flathead, and yeah, so I sense it's a deep underground military base, but it has, yes, like it's a pentagon shape. It's a circular room, and I sense that there is also these tunnels that lead to these other rooms. There's these areas that these women are being held. It's like, I sense these women, these women are being held in a dark underground cavern. These women are still alive, so they're alive. I sense that these women are alive and they're being held in a dark, moist cavern like this. And there is but this man, that Sam man, I sense that he's involved. There's a group of people in Montana, and they're involved, and they're selling these women to this like underground military base. And that's what I could see. It's like a black crime ring, like a black market crime ring, I'm sensing. And I'm sensing that they are doing this to harvest these women energy, because these women are empaths. These Native women are empaths. I'm getting that they go through, like a hardship, and then maybe like they start meth, or they start, they go down the wrong path. And then what happens is these people are really watching them and really looking to capture these women, and they're holding them in this dark cavern. But yes, these women are alive, but most of these women are I'm sensing that these women are being desensitized. So the Archons are involved also in this, but they're involved with there's another type of reptilian that's in this mix, in this underground base. It's not an Archon, but the Archons are involved in selling these women to this underground military base. And I'm sensing that there's these kind of reptilians. It's a different kind though. They have a whitish skin, but they have kind of like these brownish kind of like specks, like spots on them. And they have black eyes. Their eyes are fully black, just fully black. They kind of in a way look a little bit like a gray. But then they have, their ears look like Yoda, but they're smaller than Yoda, but the ears are the shape of Yoda. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this being, and I'm seeing this being standing by these women in this cavern. Like, he goes and checks on these women in this cavern, and I'm getting, it's really dark. I sense that a new woman has shown up and is in this cavern, and all the other women have like no color to their skin. Like, they're really pale. They're really desensitized. This is a really bad situation. It's really bad. And I sense that this woman, she's just showed up here, and she has color in her skin. Her skin has color, some color in it. Like, it's not pale, like, just ghostly or anything like that. She's got color in her skin. She's pretty wide awake, and she's got black hair, and it's parted in the middle, and it's in a ponytail. And I see that she is not knowing what's exactly going on. It's just like, so I'm seeing that through the caverns are part that are connected to the like pentagon shape. There's like a tunnel, and the tunnels, there's tunnels that go to these caverns, and then they bring the women out into the underground military base. Excuse me, I'm choking on water, sorry. Into the underground military base, and I'm seeing that. What I'm seeing is what they're doing is, okay, so this pentagon shaped room, they have all these kind of like instruments. So they're putting some kind of metal cap on these women. And the people that are involved, there's some military people that are involved in there, and they're they're in this brown, it's kind of like, I want to say like the brown, it's like brown military outfits, like the brown ones. And then I think it has like the dark brown pants. And then it maybe has like the 2 stripes on the side of the leg. Yeah, it's brown. The clothes that they're wearing are brown military clothes. And, so they're being taken out here. They're sit on a metal table, and put some metal cap is being put on their head, similar to what was put onto my head when I was, had like stimulation. So I'm sensing they're experimenting on these women. There's something going on here, and it's a really bad situation. These women are being held hostage. They're being held hostage, but they're still alive, but they're being they're doing some kind of experiment to desensitize these women. They feel like they're entitled to do it for whatever reason. I think maybe because these women, they feel like these women, they're just not worth society, or, oh, they're just crazy, or, oh, they just get in trouble, or this or that. So they feel like they had the right to just take these women, and these women are being held. And, what I'm seeing is, I definitely see they're still alive. I know that they're being they basically are being made, this cat's being put on their head to make them not feel any emotion. It's some kind of, it's really scary. I mean, this is a really, really pretty dark situation, but, you guys, I had to share this message. I had to share this message because I knew when I had read about, Flathead area having a reptilian nest there. And then I don't know, there's just something when I first heard about these women missing, and then when I saw the stories, and I don't know, and then this morning I just got these visions and could kind of see more of what, so I just wanted to go ahead and just share this video. And, I pray, I know that there's some times that they, maybe there will be a bus to get these women and save them, out of this underground base. Because I know sometimes there's, maybe some good beings go down and they can figure out what's going on here. But it's a different kind of reptilian that's doing this. It's a different kind that I have not yet seen. And it's kind of almost like, the eyes are like a gray. The eyes are like a gray, but it's like the Yoda-shaped ears, but they're smaller, and they're white with these kind of brown specks on their arms. It's just so interesting. But so I just wanted to go ahead and share this, and I hope you guys have a good day.